right now on YouTube, I'm trying to hit 4,000 public watch hours because honestly, I need that to get monetized. And I feel like that's one of the hardest metrics to hit, because I think hitting 1,000 subscribers is honestly pretty easy. Yes, I know I'm at 65 subscribers, but I'm working on that. So trust, I will get 1,000 subscribers. But in my opinion, getting the 4,000 watch hours is the hardest thing, because getting people to watch your videos is something where it's like, if you don't do it right or you don't do it, strategically, you're not going to get that watch time. So you need to create videos that people could binge watch. You need to make a catalog of videos that people are gonna want to just watch all your videos on repeat, or even in a sequence, right? So that's where the niche in particular comes into play. You want to make videos that they all connect in some way or another, right? If you look at all these food channels, they create content solely on food. Why? Because they know people are going to subscribe to them for the food content. Once one video ends, they're going to click on the other video that's coming up because they want to see more of that content, right? So imagine if your subscribers, they watch one of your gaming videos, and then the next video that the algorithm recommends is a video of you shopping for your mom's birthday present. Are people going to watch that? I don't really think so, because they're going to want to see more of your gaming content. So that's why it's important to make videos that are similar to each other, so that you could get that watch time and people just to watch all of your content, like kind of like binge watching a Netflix series, right? You want people to watch those videos in a sequence. That is going to be a good signal to the YouTube algorithm that your channel is keeping people on the platform and it's doing something right. So honestly, that's what I'm doing. And right now, I have four public watch hours. Is that a lot? No, it's not a lot. But for me, that is a milestone win. That is a dub, because I had 0. And now it's at 4. That 4 could turn into 400 with just one video that blows up. Because one video that blows up, it's going to promote my channel to a lot of different people, to a bigger audience. And that 4 could turn into 400. It could turn into 1,000. It could turn into 2,000. And ultimately, it could even surpass 4,000 watch hours. It could even go up to 30,000. But that's if the algorithm decides to push out my content to a large audience, which is why consistency is also important, because a lot of people, they get very impatient. And I hold myself accountable to this, because obviously I want to do this. I want to succeed. I want to be a full-time YouTuber. And don't get me wrong, sometimes I do get impatient. I ask myself, I think to myself, and I sit down and I ponder, and I start to have all these thoughts in my head, and I start to think to myself, man, why can't I just become a full-time YouTuber by next week? Why can't I just get millions of subscribers by next week? Why can't I just get 30,000 watch hours by next week? Right? So we get impatient, and I feel like sometimes I still get impatient, but I'm learning to trust the process. Like, I want to trust the process, because this YouTube thing, it's a long game. It's a long game. A lot of people, they think it's a get rich quick scheme or a get rich quick job, because you see all the successful people and you think to yourself, man, I could do that too, and I could get millions of dollars by next week. No, in reality, that's not how it is. Unless you're a very innovative, creative individual influencer, then you could blow up with potentially one video. But for the majority of people that I'm speaking to, that's just not the case. If I'm being realistic, that is just not the case. A lot of people take years to build their following. They take months of dedication. And I'm not just talking about posting one time every month. No, there's people who literally post every single day, or maybe even 5 times a week for a couple of years, for a couple of months, just for them to finally get that one outlier video that gains them traction, that gains them momentum to skyrocket their channel. So that's what I'm doing. And I know there's a lot of people like me on YouTube doing this, right? You guys are creating content. You guys are doing all these strategic movements when it comes to creating content, because you want people to watch your channel. And who doesn't want people to watch their channel, right? Everyone here on YouTube, they want to succeed. There's no other reason. No one is here on YouTube to just post for the fun of it. I guarantee you that the majority, 99.9% of YouTubers that are on this platform right now in this day, 2025, July 30, everyone is posting with the motive that they could get success, that they could become a full-time creator. Because nowadays, that's pretty much what social media is. Everyone wants to blow up. Everyone wants to get seen. Everyone wants to have 1 million views on their YouTube shorts, on their YouTube videos, on their TikTok, on their Instagram. Everyone who is posting content wants to become a full-time creator, right? Because it's a no-brainer. Who else wouldn't want to become a full-time creator? Imagine leaving your 9-to-5 job to make content that you love and get paid for it. Who doesn't want that? I'm sure there's a doctor right now who, probably quit his job because he's a full-time creator now, right? He doesn't have to deal with patients. He doesn't have to work long hours at the hospital. Obviously, you could still do that, but it's kind of like a no-brainer. It's kind of like if you're making more than your doctor's salary doing YouTube, why are you going to want to go back to the hospital working for, these bigger corporations? Like, yes, obviously I do get that we need doctors, but those are the doctors that don't plan on doing YouTube. I'm sure there's there's doctors who are YouTubers and they decide to just quit their job because they're making more money on YouTube than they are being a doctor. Right. And, it depends on them whether they want to continue making doctor content or if they just entirely shift the career into a different area of their life, right? Maybe a doctor decides to just keep talking about doctor stuff, and that's how they gain an audience of doctors or people that are interested in like the medical field. Or maybe there's doctors who decide to just lean more into the entertainment side and decide to just completely just put away their doctorate studies and just focus on YouTube, on their passion, right? So ultimately it depends on what you want to do, what your goals are. And I want to do this full time, right? I want to do this full time. I haven't really given you guys my full in-depth testimony or like my journey in life. That's something I feel like for another video. If you guys want me to talk about it, just let me know in the comments. I'll gladly talk about it because I feel like I have a lot to say. I'll give you guys just a snippet. So pretty much I'm a college dropout. I dropped out of my first trimester going to UCLA. I dropped out, and I've always just wanted to be a content creator. I've always just wanted to start my own business. Now there's a lot of other things in this story and my testimony that I could pretty much go into full detail, but I'm not going to go into it in this video. If you guys want me to explain it in another video, I'll gladly do it. But for right now, I'm just focusing on creating content for you guys because, obviously I want you guys to see my insights. I want you guys to really get to know who I am and just see this channel for what it is. It's a small channel. Like, I'm not making millions of dollars. I'm not making even 1 penny off of this channel. I'm barely growing it. I'm at 65 subscribers. Look, I barely have a 1 out of 10 video right here, and it only has 15 views. Average viewer duration is 1 minute and 30 seconds, and this video is 11 minutes long, and only 1 minute and 30 seconds do people just stay and watch it. Now, obviously, that's not a good sign in my opinion. YouTube is like, okay, you have an 11-minute long video and people are only staying 1 minute and 30 seconds. I don't really think people are going to watch this, but 15 people already watched it. I've gained 1 subscriber from this video. So if anything, this video could probably take off in the future. Who knows? That's the importance of just creating content. Even if you get 0 views, even if you don't get any views in the first month or week, or in the first 6 months, that video that you post could potentially take off and skyrocket your YouTube career. Because who knows, maybe this video is going to get hundreds of thousands of views in the next months, and it's going to potentially skyrocket my channel. YouTube is going to promote my content. It's going to promote it to a larger audience where they just start flooding my channel and they start watching my videos. And that's the importance of being consistent, because you never know if one video is going to take off. So let's all just strive to work on this, because if no one else does it, who else is going to do it, right? No one else is going to show up for you. No one else is going to post those videos for you. You need to post them yourself. If you really want to be a full-time creator, then you need to post these videos yourself. You need to show up for yourself first before anyone else is going to show up for you. You are your own boss right now. Like, for example, me right now, I am my own boss. I'm doing this. I'm editing the videos. I'm thinking about the topics. I'm talking about the topics. I'm scheduling the post. I'm looking at my analytics. I'm seeing what works, what doesn't work. No one else is here for me. No one else. And yes, obviously I do have family that support me, but they're not here thinking about my YouTube channel. I'm thinking about my YouTube channel because this is my brand. This is my full-time career that I'm working towards, right? So I know I'm speaking to a lot of like-minded individuals, and I'm just a normal dude. I'm a normal guy. I live my life just regularly. Like, I don't have nothing pretty much going on, like nothing special. Like, I go to work, I get off of work, I go to the gym because I like to work out. I have a wife, I have a kid on the way, I have a lovely family, I go to church every weekend. Like, I'm just a normal dude. And this normal dude could change his whole life by doing YouTube. Imagine once I start making $100,000, that's gonna be crazy because I've never seen that amount of money. And it's just crazy to me that there's YouTubers out there making 100 grand every single month. That is crazy. Imagine the things I could do with 100 grand. I could be helping out the community. So if you guys are enjoying these types of videos, go ahead, let me know in the comments your YouTube journey. YouTube is also going to recommend a video right here. Go ahead and click on it, and I'll see you there, and I'll see you guys on the next one.